Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lundquist here. Hope you're all doing well on this Friday. Had a good week. This week was a very strange week. I know we communicated out about the schedule and the differences, and I apologize if for some reason that got lost in the mix and that kind of Tuesday through Friday thing was not something that was expected. But next week we go back to a normal schedule, Monday and Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. And those afternoon schedules. But we only got about 2.5 weeks of, and actually for students, you only have 2 weeks left of that kind of odd virtual schedule. And then all of a sudden things change. So know that over the next 2 weeks, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are classes, kind of how they have been. Wednesday, teachers are going to be working. So know that if you're looking to spend some time with some teachers on Wednesdays, some might do it, but I'd ask that they're going to be focusing and prepping as we get ready to go for our in-person learning. I'm going to share our bell schedule that's going to start on the 18th. Now, the Monday, the 15th, 16th, and 17th, again, February 15th, 16th, and 17th, there is actually no classes. So that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, before we come back hybrid, there are no classes. So let me share my screen here for you so you can, again, remember what the schedule is going to look like when you do come back in the hybrid. And actually, even if you're all virtual, you're going to be following this schedule. And I'll talk a little bit about expectations again. I know I did this before, but I really want to make sure that we've all seen this because I kind of get a lot of questions. And I'm hoping that people are watching this podcast because this is where we're doing that information. So you can see on the 18th, again, February 18th, that is a Thursday. L through Z will be in the building. A through K will be at home and all virtual will be at home. You'll be starting with Stat 1. Stat 1 will actually be your normal stat teacher. So you'll look in your schedule, where do I go for that? That'll be because we have to do some teaching and talk about some expectations and hallway stuff, and because it looks different and feels different. Our freshmen will be getting tours during that hour so they can walk around and have an idea where the heck they're going. And then you'll go into your class, and that Thursday you'll go first and third period. And you'll have, again, a middle stat where you'll be back with that teacher again, doing announcements. Might just be some work time, to be honest, at this point. And then 5-7. So remember, if you look at this, it is 1, 3, 5, 7. So it's odd and even. If you're at home or you're the opposite, so if you're at home, you are still logging into the Google Meets for the teacher, and you're actually still looking at this. And you're working through the schedule. Stat 1, for those that are virtual or on the opposite cohort, the expectation is not that you log in, you attendance won't be taken, but know that if you get requested by a teacher, then you'll be expected to. So there'll be times where you won't need to. You'll be fine. You can also request to talk to a teacher virtually, or a teacher might request you, but you will not need to be logging in every Stat 1. So you'll have that time a little bit in the morning, and you'll jump in at 9:02. So remember, that's the 18th and 19th, that Thursday and Friday for L through Z. And then that next following Monday, Tuesday, A through K will be doing this kind of the hybrid schedule. 15th, 16th, and 17th, there are no classes. Yes, it is true. In person, you will only be seeing each teacher one time for 65 minutes face-to-face. You'll be seeing them twice a week when you log in, and for those that are hybrid. So just remember that this is the schedule. If you have questions, we are at the point now where we have who's all virtual and who's in person. We are not making switches at this point. We are now at the point where we're trying to make sure classrooms have enough desks. We can do social distancing. If there's a class that seems tight, we're looking to move a different classroom. And students switching back and forth right now is not an option because we are in the mode of actually trying to physically plan for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks from now. So if you're thinking, well, actually, you know what? I want to go hybrid now. Sorry, we are at the point now where we are past the point of being able to do that because now we actually have to physically structure the building based on those numbers. And that's why we asked for those early so we could have that information. So again, that is coming up. That is the schedule. I am going to stop sharing that here and talk a little bit about something I have hammered on before, and I'm going to continue to hammer on. We have a, we have a mask protocol. Dr. Salerno put it on Facebook. We have talked about other buildings, and we're going to continue to emphasize there will be, you are wearing a mask, right? We are not doing in the the state legislature, they just overturned it. Actually, Public Health Madison-Dane County supersedes that. And as a district, we are making sure implementing it. We're going to have a pretty tight protocol. We get it. It happens. It might slip down. You might forget. Totally fine. But that can't happen too often. There's only so many times you can kind of forget, and then to the point where we have to make a decision. And so we'll be sharing out some documentation in the next week or so about what that looks like very explicitly. And since we have to provide a free and appropriate education, and we can do that virtually, we actually have a path to do that. And so if you aren't able to maintain that piece, it will be, we'll have you go virtual, and we'll have a conversation on when you may be ready to come back and join us with the mask on and following the guidelines we have. And I know that some people might find that frustrating or unfair, but that's what we live in. This is about being safe and being, everyone being safe. Now, in a couple weeks, we'll be sending out information as well. On the 11th, the week prior, we are going to be having kind of a little open house town hall. Katie Hauge just did it at the elementary school, and it was really well done. Being able to kind of provide that last minute information regarding, masks and those things. But at 5 o'clock on Thursday, the 11th, I'll also be holding that for the high school, and I'll be talking again there. So I'll say here for those that aren't able to make it on that day, we need families to be partners with us in this. It will be as safe here as it is in the community. If people are out in the community doing things, going out, doing all the families are out about, no masks, and just really being, it will come in here. So the more loose people are and not following the guidelines out in the community, the less safe it is here. And quite frankly, if it gets bad here and we're unable to maintain a safe environment, we don't want to have to go back all virtual. And so we ask the community to partner with us on this. We feel this is a shared burden to be able to keep our students safe and our staff here. And so again, the masking is a big piece of that. I use it, we're not messing around. Masks are gonna happen. They're gonna be appropriate masks, and students and staff will wear them. If people can't wear them, we have an alternative environment to have a student do that learning in, kind of end point, period, end stop. So know that that's how I feel. I'm very passionate about that piece. I wanna protect our students. We have students in our building who have medical conditions that want to come in, and we want to protect them. We have staff that are older. We just have staff that quite frankly have families at home that want to be safe, and including myself. And so I have done the things I need to do to keep myself safe. I've asked the staff to do those things, and then we asked to partner with you as families. And we've had such a good partnership, and we so appreciate that, and we look forward to continuing that. But I just also want to be very clear of kind of where this is coming from, and there's very much a passion for, behind this with me and our staff, and we want people to be safe. So I'll kind of won't belabor it much longer, but it will be part of the information we do send out. We will be sending out some more information next week that we ask people to look at. When you send your student here, you are agreeing to a number of things. You're agreeing to mask wearing, social distancing, washing hands, doing those pieces. And again, we can talk about that if there are concerns. And really, those are the big things for me. Next week, students, you need to schedule for your courses for next year. That window closes next week on Friday. And why you need to schedule that is what happens is you say, okay, whatever, I'll forget about it. I'll do it. Somebody always tracks me down. Well, our courses fill up really quick. And if you think you're going to get the courses you want, you need to schedule now. You will not be the one that we put in these courses come end of February when you decided not to do what you're supposed to do to get your schedule. So make sure you get an Infinite Campus, you schedule for your courses, you check in with your stat teacher because your stat teacher needs to ask you some questions. They can help you through it. Right now, we have a pretty good number of our incoming freshmen who are going to be sophomores doing okay. As we get older, juniors, you've done this for a while. I need you to pick it up a little bit. I need to see better numbers next week when it comes to registration. So parents, I'm asking you, please partner with us to look at those course catalogs. We have sent out a ton of information, especially for our juniors. You know where you're at. You know what you need. Right, take a look at this, get the information you need. You need to register for courses. It closes next Friday, and it has an impact on what course is available to you. And so make sure you get that done. That is due next Friday. Again, numbers are pretty good as we get younger, but as they get older, apparently our juniors are forgetting the task to get an Infinite Campus. Simple things, make sure you're signing up for both semesters of a course. Sometimes you'll have an algebra course or pre-calc or something where a student only signs up for one semester. Make sure you're signing up for both. Make sure you understand kind of what your graduation requirements are, what prerequisites are, and they're all in that course guidebook, so make sure you're using that. I appreciate the time today. This is short, but I wanted to go over again the course selection process ends at end of next week. Course changes for second semester ended today, so if you're getting this, you're too late to change courses. I want to talk a little about the mask policy that we're going to be having, as well as the bell schedule, to remind you that that bell schedule is there. I will include a PDF with the bell schedule in this message, and you'll be able to see that. And, I just hope everybody has a good weekend. Looks like we're supposed to get a big dump of snow Saturday night, so I look forward to getting that, and hopefully people stay safe on Sunday. Again, 2.5 weeks. We are really excited to have you here. 2 weeks of this current learning model. You'll have a Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday off to kind of get yourself set for hybrid for those who are doing that, or those that are staying home virtually, to kind of wrap your head around kind of the 65-minute class period, that odd even. And then we're back at it, and then we're jumping in. And we look forward to being able to do that. So thank you. Have a great weekend, and look forward to seeing you soon.